Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here with some more crazy spoilers from the upcoming set March of the Machine, aka your mom. First up, we got coming in hot. It's a 1-cost red instant in the common slot. Target creature gets +1/+0 against first strike till end of turn scry 1, or as I like to call it, the card you should grab if you're drafting red. Compared to my Candy Cane deck, this is, look, they're letting me get +3/+2 in first strike for like 2 mana, so, But in limited, let's go. And the flavor text is, I have a reckless idea, Koth offered. Chandra grinned and cracked her knuckles because as far as WotC is concerned, in all ways but biological, she is basically a man. Now she is. She used to act like a normal woman. Anyway, next up we got Realmbreaker's Grasp, but first, if you guys hold any crypto, you might want to check the price lately. Just a fun little bit of good news for you. I made $30. This isn't any sponsorship, it's just saying, like, holy crap. Anyway, Realmbreaker's Grasp. It's a 2-cost white enchantment aura, enchant artifact or creature, enchanted permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. That's right, a 2-cost pin down in the common slot in white. The power level of this set is absolutely bonkers. This effect usually costs 3, and the difference between 2 and 3 isn't even just 50% relative. Oh, no. You start the game with 7 cards, which is between 2 and 3 lands. That's why I tell people the distance between 5 and 6 is 1 mana. The distance between 2 and 3 is 1 mana. Those are 2 completely different things. Next up, Cut Short. That's right, the weebs over at WotC decided, let's get the Wanderer in here, who for some reason is an emperor instead of an empress. Very Seattle idea. So it's a 3-cost white instant with Convoke, so you can tap creatures to get this down to 0, and destroy target planeswalker that was activated this turn or tapped creature. I thought it would have been perfectly enough to say, like, cast this turn, entered the battlefield this turn. No. On the stack, when they activate this ability, you're good. Response, blow it up, 0, tap some stuff, you done, goodbye. Maybe this will do something about mono black. I mean, it won't, but I thought that would make it feel better for a second. Oh, and by the way, not story spotlight, but I'm going to read it anyway. The flavor text, with one swift, merciful stroke, Tabio's story came to an end. So if you didn't read the story, the Wanderer showed up and tried to tell her, you gotta improve your diet. You gotta stop eating so much bacon. But no, it was too late. She suddenly just had a stroke and just gone. Eat healthy, guys. Don't be a Tamio. She was killed by the oil. I had to. Next up, it's your boy Urabrask, but you know what? Let's get rid of this. Let's show this. How about this? Let's throw this up on screen. A serialized card out in the wild with XXX instead of a number? Well, that worried/pissed some people off. I guess WotC saw nothing wrong with this. This was supplied to, I think it was Loading Ready Run, those douchebags, because they will literally shill anything for like $6 and some free clicks. So people said, oh, they're in the wild, they accidentally printed above 500. Oh, what the hell? Everybody sell everything. They made another mistake. There's more of these going around. People are going to want the rare ones that say XXX. People are going to want the misprints. How many are there? There could be thousands. WotC screwed up again. And then WotC came out, or LRR, whoever, one of them, both of them, who knows, they came out and said, no, guys, it's cool. They faked everything and just gave these to us. They staged everything. We didn't pull this out of a pack. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, they gave you seeded packs with artificial rares in it. Or, I don't know. I didn't watch the stream, and neither did anybody else, based on the fact that nobody knows what the hell's going on. One of the 6 viewers, including probably the LRR staff's mothers, knows what they did to get that on screen, but not many other people. But I don't know if it was implied or not mentioned, or did they say, WotC gave this to us, it's not a real card, don't worry, it's going to be destroyed, we're going to rip it up? Based on the initial reaction and the need for them to come out with a statement shortly after, no, I don't think so. I think that they ran like a pre-release, a sealed event or something like that, or a pack opening, and then this was on screen somehow. And then later they had to come out and say, don't worry everybody, this was all staged. It was all fake. You're not actually going to pull one of these, but we gave one to them so that they could pretend to do it. Yeah, that's so much better. So let's get rid of Blurabrask here and get clear Urabrask. Alright, he's a 4-cost 4/4 legend creature, Phyrexian Praetor, first strike. I swear he died 3,000 years ago, but whatever, I'm past it. I don't understand what's going on. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, he deals 1 damage to each opponent, add 1 red to your mana pool. Oh, that's nice. Then pay 1 red, I can't imagine where you get that from, exile him, and return to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery, and only if you've cast 3 or more instant and or sorcery spells this turn. Wow, a storm-enabling mono-red burn red wind super hybrid. I hate everything about this card, and I haven't even seen what's on the back. The Great Work, which I read as the Great Walk. You know what? We're leaving it. The Great Walk. Number 1 breakfast combo, we've got the Great Walk, deals 3 damage to target opponent and each creature they control. Oh, great. Number 2, which comes with the side of fried rice, create 3 treasure tokens. Wonderful, because that's Red's new thing, because they run out of gas and it was their only weakness, just like Black can't literally do everything, dominate the game, and blow up enchantments, but they can now because, screw it. Papa Hasbro got to sell them cards. They ain't going to sell themselves. If they're going to burn the game down, we might as well pour some gasoline on it and get a little fire on the way out, right? They took the color pie and just stepped on it. It is gone. It doesn't mean anything anymore. Why do you think they just put another white counterspell in the set? Anyway, the number 3 platter is until end of turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from any graveyard. If a spell cast this way would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead, and then exile it and flip it back. Well, at least it costs 4. I'm sure it won't be a menace to other formats where mana cost basically means nothing anymore. Next up, we got Sheoldred. Oh, that's right, we're completing, pun intended, the cycle of Praetor douchebags. All right, so she's always been the most overpowered card. If people say it's Sheoldred, look up the original, Freudian slip. People say it's Porcelain Head, whatever her name is. No, look up the original Sheoldred. Yeah, so 5 cost 4/5 legendary creature for Phyrexian Praetor, menace, and when she enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. Oh, fun. Then if you pay 4, exile her, then return her, transformed obviously, sorcery speed only, and only if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, which means you're probably nuking their graveyard like a jackass. So the saga on the back that she flips into is, number 1, for each opponent destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls. So just more mono black wins bullshit. Chapter 2, as if you'd get that far without your opponent just flipping the table. Each opponent discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. Now, if the table's not already flipped, it's going over and they're going to punch you in the face, so watch for that one. And 3, put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Exile this card, return to the battlefield flipped. Or as I like to call it, Rise of the Dark Realms, but for free instead of 9 mana. Probably shorter than what they wrote there. They might as well just written that. Now, there's a secret chapter 4, actually, in this saga. The 4th chapter is WotC is f***ed. This is going to be the most overpowered wrecking ball coming in and just destroying everything. Every format. Standard, gone. This is going to be some turn 3, turn 4 trash where you can jump on and play a stupid little 3 to 7 minute game and flip your brain off. So that these net decking, lazy, non-deck building, not even real Magic player douchebags can just sit there and get their brainless wins, pat themselves on the back for their accomplishment with their shit they didn't even build. And then they could still make a tiny, tiny amount on Arena while all the real people go to play literally anything else. I've been playing Green Hell. That's right, being stranded on a South American island where everything wants to kill you is more enjoyable than playing Arena. I got bit in the leg by an alligator and I was still like, okay, at least I'm not getting, hit with a mill deck or a hyper control deck or Hottie Jin for the 50th time. So next up, more red crap. We've got Lithomantic Barrage. It's a 1-cost red sorcery. The spell can't be countered, and it deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It deals 5 instead if the target is white and or blue. That's right, an even less narrow situational burner on par with Roast. It's basically the same card. And I was going to explain this, but let me just tell you the statement made by WotC, paraphrased in my memory, but they did say this. We're not doing protection from individual colors anymore because 1, it was confusing, and 2, it was unfair. Nobody wants to win with luck. They want to win with decisions and skill. So we want more decisions on cards and more you feeling like you held the card until the right time. You played this in the right order. You predicted what your opponent was going to do correctly and you won because of it. They don't want, I went to a random assignment at F&M and my opponent happened to be playing blue and so I won because of that. My card is a massive advantage just because of that. That is what they said about why they removed protection from colors from the game. And now it's back. Hey, is your opponent playing white or blue? Not only that, but they don't do anything about deck spying. Scouting. Sending your team, your crew, to go spy on other opponents and other matches so that you know what they're running, and then they report back to you to give you an unfair advantage that they don't have if they don't have a whole crew of people cheating for them, or as I like to call it, the Channel Fireball competitive MTG team. I'm not saying they're the only ones that do it, but I am saying that they were allegedly caught making hand signals to each other, which is actually against the rules, to share information. I think it was even at like a draft table or something. My God, those people are scum. No wonder nobody gives a crap about competitive Magic anymore. I certainly don't. Never did. By the way, since I last mentioned it, in like the last 10 minutes, Bitcoin's went up another 5%, I think. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I had more money to throw at it. A very significant portion of my casino, winnings? Is that the right term? Is it still winnings if you weren't even gambling in the first place? You were just there? Well, you know what I do. Oh, and the video is about 1/3 done. And I shot additional footage. I'm still editing and censoring it. If you want a fun little side hustle and you don't want to drive for Uber, and you live near a casino, which has the second most common video poker machines in the world that have a little bit of a programming flaw, well, I've got a 100% legal, by the way, a little fun little thing you might be able to do. So watch for that. I'm going to mention it to death when it comes out, but it'll be on Desolator Gaming, my second, third, fourth channel. I don't even remember at this point. Is this even my first channel? I don't even know. Some of you found my tech channel. I think that was actually my third channel. No, I don't think it was. Well, anyway, we got one more card. It's Nahiri's Warcrafting. And yes, I'm not covering like every single card. I'm just covering the really interesting ones. Might do another one of these. There's still some interesting ones out there, I assume. Had to kind of rush this because I have just been busy working on other stuff. The temperature just went up 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so I'm outside doing things. But anyway, yeah, it's a 3-cost red sorcery, double red. Nahiri's Warcrafting deals 5 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Hello. Look at the top X cards of your library where X is the excess damage dealt this way. They need to make that a mechanic. I think they briefly did, but they need to make it an evergreen mechanic. Spell trample. And then you may exile one of those cards. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order, and you may play the exiled card, but only this turn, which limits your options. But 5 damage for 3 with that effect, and if you blow away something small, you get like a massive bonus on top of it. I mean, this ain't gonna help any format. I don't want this in standard, but damn, this is a cool card, So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.